just say for one more time the good evening. Just bear with me. Okay, did you trade it? Did anybody trade it something we analyzed last week, guys? So good evening to everyone and to those who are watching us from the YouTube channel. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Muslims, the screenshot. Did you take it away? I cannot see it. Ricardo said hello from Spain. Oh, we have people from Spain. So what's going on with the football? I thought that Spain is competing tonight. And yes, so let's start. I would like to hear if any one of you guys were here last time and you traded something that we mentioned. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe we explain how to take the trades, but especially if you guys are beginner traders here, maybe you need some more understanding on how actually to do the thing. Yeah, so just let me know in order to understand a little bit better the audience here. Ricardo said that for the last 3 weeks and getting some profits from you already. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. That's awesome. So, Susanna said, I'm here for first time. Oh, perfect. So, guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, let's start it. Here at Elevating Forex, we want to make sure that you understand that this is for educational purposes only, which means it doesn't involve any private, direct, or indirect investment or personal advice. And thank you so much for your understanding. This stuff is said first time here too. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Dominic said hi. So for those who are for first time here, allow me to introduce myself. For those who are here with us for the 7th month or something, 6 months, maybe it's going to sound a little bit boring, but it is what it is. So my name is Theo. I'm originally from Cyprus. I developed my trading career in Australia, where I used to live for the last 10 years. That's where I learned how to trade, and I got into the trading world. As for what I do in general with trading, I'm a certified financial technical analyst. I hold certifications by different associations, the one in the UK and by the International Federation of Technical Analysts. I have more than 10 years experience in trading, and I specialized in currency trading. And I'm sure those who are here for a while and they understood a little bit how I do the trading stuff, they understand that I'm very experienced in currency trading. And on a daily basis, beside the trading activity I conduct, I also create market trading plans for hedge funds, for trading firms, for investing and for trading. Also, I create educational courses, and I publish some articles in magazines like in Financial Magnets, the last one, you can find it there. And I also have on YouTube, if you search Theo Theodoriou, Steve Nilsson, or John Bollinger, Daniela Carle, Alex Piroglu, and many more, you will find webinars that I host with these gentlemen. So let's get started. Now, let's start with the Euro US dollar. Guys, do you see my screen? Is it everything clear? Please let me know. Can everyone see my screen? Just to make sure that I don't talk to myself and I'm the only one that sees what I point. So I'm just drawing lines. Just throw a quick yes if you can see the screen. Perfect. So if only one person can see the screen, it means everyone else can see it. Guys, please make sure if you have any questions about trading, please put them on the chat below. Now, for those who are here for first time, for those who are here for a while, depends what kind of trading experience you have. Here I do market analysis. I do a trading plan, and I give you what to trade and how to trade for the rest of the week, okay, beside the signals from our traders on a daily basis. So I understand that if something you don't understand very well and you may have questions and all this stuff, but please let me know. And I always try to do the best how to serve everybody's trading needs. And I came up, it's been 2 weeks actually, I'm thinking about an idea. Maybe I will propose the idea to you so I can help you with your trading. But I'm still thinking about that, and we're gonna let you know. I mean, maybe we're gonna create a poll on the group and we're gonna let you know. Gills will do that. Okay, so Euro US dollar. Yes, we're gonna talk about support and resistance on the 4-hour time frame. First, we want to go on a higher time frame like the weekly chart and identify 2 things. First, do you remember what are these 2 things? First, we want to see if there is any clear market direction, so we get a clue of that. And second, if there is any clear price action that suggests that something will happen next week over another scenario. These are the 2 things we are looking on the weekly chart. If we're going to find clarity on the weekly chart, we have 50% succeed in our trading plan. Then we're going to go on the 4-hour chart, and I will show you the powerful price action setups and where and what to trade, and then you just execute the trade. Is it fair enough? I hope so. Yeah. So Euro US dollar, the price is around this area of resistance. If you want, let's put the resistance there. So the market here is not trending actually. If we plot the resistance here, an old weekly high. So the market, as you see, it stopped trending. Okay, it's just ranging. But on the lower time frame, on the 4-hour chart, we just saw last week series of higher highs and higher lows. Now, from next week, we have to be a little bit careful. If the price will continue moving upwards like this, then we need to see a clear break outside of this resistance, and it's going to act as support afterwards to take some trades from here and to go long. All right. So that's a kind of a trend line. On the other hand, if, guys, we see a rejection around this resistance, then we have 2 options. If you are a price action aggressive trader and you're going to short directly the resistance, or if you're going to wait for this swing low to penetrate it, the price comes below that, and we're going to look for some green candles to appear before we find that bearish engulfing or shooting star candlestick pattern to go long. For those who are new here, what is a bearish engulfing? What is a shooting star? I can send you, I have some papers, like some PDFs with this methodology, and I can send them to you next week. So, or you can just search on Google and find on YouTube and find what is a bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, and shooting star, and so on. Okay, is that clear to everyone? So this is the plan. This is the trading plan on the Euro US dollar. Now, next one, Great British Pound and the US dollar. Guys, they were lucrative opportunities based on the trading plan we explained last week, and I will show you, and I hope some people, they took advantage of that. So the Great British Pound was a strong currency last week in general across the board, and it caused a lot of bullish momentum against their components. Nilathi, you are requesting to record this meeting on your computer. Allow me to tell you that this is going to be on the YouTube channel, on our Elevating Forex YouTube channel. So you have the opportunity to watch it from the YouTube. So allow me to deny this recording, because that's the reason we do it on the YouTube, so everyone can access it from there. Okay. that's what the team decided at Elevating Forex. If there is anything with that, just let me know and I will pass the message. But for now, we just put everything on YouTube so you have access anytime. Okay, thank you. So the Agrippina, okay, we can do that. So the price broke above the resistance we had marked last week. And on the 4-hour chart, it made these higher highs and higher lows. Okay. Now, to enter the trades, I always look for this bullish engulfing to go long primarily, and of course with some bullish hammers, but with bullish engulfing, it's much easier. So the price here was fluctuated a little bit and it moved upwards. And to be very, very clear, I didn't get the price action, the bullish engulfing on this uptrend to go long. So I didn't buy the market. I didn't participate in that move because the price action that I trade, it wasn't present. Next one, USD Japanese yen. What's the story behind this? Last week, for those who were here, we said about this doji candle. Do you guys remember that? We said there is, after a weekly uptrend, there is a doji candle around resistance. And the price, as here, the last 3 weeks, the price was closing higher from the previous week. But on that particular one, the price didn't even close higher. It just ended up like this doji candle. And we said it can set the market into a corrective phase. And that's what happened on the 4-hour time frame. And that was the only trade I took here. Other traders, they were looking to go long on this one and on the 1 hour and on the 30 minutes and on the 5 minutes. But if you do this analysis that I show you to do here and you execute this simple plan, I mean, this week, if you traded whatever we explained last week, because the market gave the opportunities this week, you will have made around 15 to 20% profits only by risking 1% on each trade. Okay, it was one of the best weeks, this one, for the 4-hour price action setup. So a bearish engulfing here, entry was there, stop loss was there, and we will have target the first, the previous zone, the support we gave last week actually. So it was, we wouldn't have gone all the way down here. I mean, who knew that the price was there, but that was a fair distance to take advantage of. Okay, now please pay attention to what we expect this week to happen, because by looking on the 4-hour chart, the traders, they tend to zoom in something like this, and what you see is that an uptrend broke and in turn to a downtrend. Now this turned into a 4-hour downtrend, but here we don't trade the 4-hour as itself. We trade the weekly direction with 4-hour execution, which means that we go with a higher time frame direction. So on the weekly chart, this is an uptrend. So I want to keep looking for long positions on the 4-hour chart. But how I'm going to keep looking for long positions as the price made lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour? Well, I have to wait and see this swing high that I marked with around 149, 159.44. We see the price to break above this one here. Okay, is that clear? After the price breaks above, we can look for long positions and we can just go, if the price managed to go all the way up here, we're going to target this area there. So, but for us to start looking for short positions here, we first need to see a clear close below these lows here. The price now is hovering around support. It's a trend line support. Many traders, they get caught into they refuse to trade, to plot trend lines on their chart because they think smart money concept is the way to go, and because I'm one of the, maybe the only certified market analyst out there that teaches smart money concept, and I'm telling you 100% everything we teach at Smart Money Concept is just what the traditional technical analysis explains in different words. That's all. But the trend lines, it's an ideal way to understand when the trend changes. It's not enough only to see the non-failure swing or the failure swing. It's also important, equally important, to, before you commit to any change of character or any change of structure, to understand when the major trend is about to reverse or to come to an end. Is that clear, guys? Do you try to understand what I'm trying to say here? Okay, so that's going to be a little bit difficult currency pair for this week. Ideally, we want the weekly chart. Ideally, we want to stay away from this one, to be honest, because now the weekly needs to put the reversal candle first. Next one, Euro US dollar. Sorry, the Australian dollar US dollar. The Aussie was also, it wasn't the strong currency pair, to be honest. It wasn't the strongest one, but the US dollar was primarily the weak currency and lifted this market upwards. Now, from next week, there is fairly much room for the Aussie to move upwards. So we're going to try to take advantage and to look for buy opportunities. Now, where exactly to look for buy opportunities? The price needs to maintain these higher highs and higher lows. If we can draw some trend lines here, or if we can identify some areas of support, we can wait for the price to come here. But on Tuesday, I will do a webinar for a prop firm, and the webinar, it's going to be for fair value prices or fair value gaps and mitigation and all this stuff. So I believe it's going to be a good webinar for those that want to really go to another level. Now we have the reason I'm just mentioned that one, or it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. You can access it from there. The only reason I mention it is because if you ask me now, Theo, explain us the smart money concept or explain us the fair value prices or fair value gap, and instead of me spending 20 minutes to explain you exactly and give you the understanding, I will do a webinar, and that's why I just said if you want to learn about fair value gaps, because it's something we really traded, and it's kind of good to know. So next one, let's see the USD Swissy. Last week, the USD Swissy was expected to drop lower, but it dropped at some extent, and then it left that dodgy candle here. So on the which it's very little bit, it's not that promising for this week, but the only tradable opportunity we identified was this bearish engulfing last week, because it also had a room for the price to move until the recent swing low. So that's what the trade I took here, nothing else. Okay, from here up to there. What I explain you here, what I give you as a trading action plan, it's what I also trade, guys. Actually, it's what I trade. Now, I have a question for you. Please tell me, did anyone trade the Euro Great British Pound last week? Anybody? Did you guys take some trades on the Euro Great British Pound? No, 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 no. Okay, no worries. That's all good. I'm just mentioning because we did the analysis and we said that at the beginning of the webinar, what did we say? We look on the weekly chart. we look for two things. Now, guys, I teach you how to trade. This is what trading is on this methodology, and you can apply this. Either we do it from the weekly chart and we execute on the 4-hour chart, or you do the same analysis on the 4-hour chart and you execute on the 15-minute chart or on the 5-minute chart, 30-minute chart. Doesn't make any difference. Same thing. It's just because I watch too many markets every day, it's not convenient to try and spot opportunities every 15 minutes on 20 different markets. That's the only reason that I trade here on the 4-hour charts, because it gives me 4 hours for the price action to complete. So it's not going to change. Let's say the candle, it's going to change at 16:00 Eastern European Central Time. It's not going to drastically drop, let's say within 2 minutes. It's going to drop at some point when it's going to drop, but not in the first 5 minutes. So it's going to give us the allowance to do some market scanning. So what's the deal? What happened with the euro, Great British pound? We said last time that the market, it has a direction and it's a downtrend. Clear direction. Moving average, they're pointing down. We are on the weekly chart. And we get the first information that this is a downtrend, a clear downtrend. And I said, I repeat my words, on the weekly chart, it's hard to see clear trends. And that one, it was one of the clearest trends, guys. So we said, let's pay attention to this one. And then we had this reversal, bearish reversal price action at this gap area and at the moving average. And we said, guys, next week, so this week, the one that just passed, actually the current week, we said we're going to focus to go short. It means to find sell opportunities. And how we can find sell opportunities, we go with the price action. So the market started on Monday somewhere here, okay? On the 4-hour chart, the price was making lower highs and lower lows, clearly lower highs and lower lows. A trend line applies here. The price is under the trend line. And we had this bearish engulfing, I think it was on Tuesday, no, on Wednesday. We had this bearish engulfing here right after the London Open. Okay, it was at 12 p.m. Eastern European time. And this bearish engulfing was the catalyst to go short. We didn't decide it on the 4-hour time frame that we're going to go short. We decided on the weekly time frame that we're going to sell. And on the 4-hour time frame, we just execute the trade. So the entry was there, the stop loss was there. And when I trade trends, I always use the Fibonacci extension tool, and I go for 161.8 as the target, to be honest. And in this case, it was, okay, it was 3.5. Okay, let's say you risk $10 to make $35, or you risk $100 to make $350, or if you are trading prop firm accounts, we risk $1,000 to make $3,500. Okay, so it's pretty decent. And that was it for last week. Now the market is in a free sell-off. When you start seeing 98% of the candles, 95% of the candles, they are pointing one direction, and they are big, long, like I call them, big and fat bearish candles. At some point soon, the market will reverse. It won't go forever. Okay, maybe a couple of more shallow retracements, and then the market, it's going to move upwards. But how to determine that? We have to look on the weekly chart, and you see there are another, let's say 50 pips to be made on this one. Okay, so if I zoom out a little bit here, so here is the current price, as you all can see, and here is the support. So we can take advantage until the price will reach this support. For those who may think, what indicators am I using here? And the oscillators at the bottom. I just have them for the analysis I do on a weekly basis when I need to use RSI and stochastic, but I don't really look at them on the 4-hour time frame for some particular reasons. Okay, so next week we are still looking for short positions, but mark the 0.833, let's say 83400 as the support area, and after the price reached there, we stop and we wait. If it breaks and keeps lowering, we're going to keep selling. If not, we're going to start looking for long just to get the V-shaped reversals. Next one, would you like to see some analysis on the gold? Guys, why nobody asked anything about the gold? So the gold, again, it was very promising last week. And we said that this resistance, if the price will break above this resistance, we're going to keep looking for longs. Now, I didn't find any price action on this time frame to go long, although the market was moving in the direction that I choose that I want to trade, but I didn't find my entry. So what do we do in these cases? We just accept it. Now, the gold approaches the all-time high around $2,500. And if you're holding some gold bars at home, that's a good and smart investment. If not, let's keep trading the gold. Okay, so I'm joking, of course. Next week or starting Monday, we expected the price to keep increasing, but we expect the price to keep moving upwards, up instantly. But shall we sell this week? I like that. So we can sell this week only if we find a reversal price action. But just assuming that the market will stop here and reverse because it did it previously, it's not enough reason. It's not high probability trading plan. Put it that way. It makes sense because it's a strong, obvious resistance. It is makes sense, but we have to understand that as retail traders, we do want to trade high probabilities. Okay, guys, what I was thinking of doing for you, and I will speak first with Gilles and the team and the Elevating Forex team. I see that there is a gap in understanding how really the market moves. And 1 hour here, it's not enough to give you all the information to teach you actually trading from A to Z. And I was thinking if I can create kind of some packages, okay, and I will conduct weekly webinars beside that, not for market analysis, but for education, to start to explain you exactly what the mechanics are, how the market works, the candlesticks, what are we looking for, and then the strategy we are using here to digest, learn, understand everything. Okay, and I was thinking about this because many people, they ask, we want to learn, and I don't know if it's something you believe it's gonna highly impact your trading. You just let me know. Anyhow, I'm gonna ask the guys. We can make a poll on the channel, on the group, and yeah, you can just answer there. It's just a thought that came to my mind. What is the fastest way to fill up this gap between I know and I don't know? Okay, and maybe we can do some videos that you can have access to them. You can access them through Elevating Forex, something like this, just to help you with your training development. Okay, So let's talk about the gold. One second, guys. Let me just check something on the chart. Yeah, I was looking at them. Mariam said what I saw. So about the gold trade, primarily it's not me that's sending the intraday signals. It's our trading team that send the intraday signals there. Okay, so I cannot answer that question about what exactly did they saw on the gold, but definitely Beth said thank you. That will be excellent. Mariam said thank you for your response. You're very welcome. So our traders, what they look when they trade, when they send the signals on our groups on intraday, on daily basis, they look for the intraday momentum. How on the hourly time frame, for they don't look on the 4-hour chart, but they're going to look, let's say, on the hourly time frame. You know, the price approaches here, we have this fair value price here. So if we go with the price stop somewhere there, if we enter with a buy with a stop loss here and we can target this one here, it's a high probability trade. And that's exactly how they played. And I'm very, very proud of our team that is doing an excellent trading work out there, and it's great. So let's continue. Euro Canadian dollar. Again, last week we said we want to keep looking for long positions here because the weekly chart had a direction that was pointing upward and had a price action that it was a bullish continuation, this one. And we said, okay, we want to keep looking for long positions. So on the 4-hour time frame, I was looking on these two candles, on this one here, but it came right before, it came during the Asian trading session. So obviously I didn't take the trade. And also another good trade, the only good trade actually, it was this one here. Both of them bullish engulfings. 99% of my trading is with bullish engulfings. Okay. And what I like on the 4-hour time frames, if you don't have somebody to feed you with signals and you want to try yourself with a 4-hour time frame, it's much easier and it's stress-free to look for trades there. Okay. Maybe it takes some trades are going to take a couple of days to play out, but it is what it is. But it's, in my opinion, it takes out the headache from you. So this week we are still looking for long positions until the price reaches this area here. Okay. Next one, the Euro New Zealand. Although I was looking for short positions, and that's what I said last week here on the webinar, because the price was below the moving averages, because we had this rejection on the price section. So on the 4-hour chart, I was looking for this uptrend to break, this trend line, upward trend line to break, and to look for short positions. I was looking for this one, but that wasn't a bearish engulfing, so I didn't take the trade. And after the price break and made a new high, I didn't look neither for long or for short positions. Of course, I didn't take this bearish engulfing here because the trend is moving upwards now. Next one, Euro, Australian dollar, because both of them, they were a little bit strong. Actually, they were strong currencies. The market didn't move anywhere. We were looking to go short here. 2 weeks ago, we had a good trade, one trade here short. And last week, again, we were looking to go short here. When I say looking to go short, I mean we were searching to sell the market. And looking to go long, we were looking for reasons to buy the market. It means to place buy orders. When we say we are selling the market, we mean we place sell orders. Okay. So the price since Monday here, although we wanted to continue selling we didn't find anything because the price was very close to the support. The price didn't move upwards to give us some reasons to sell, so no trades taken there. Dominic said, I'm a beginner, but if I understood it correctly, when I'm looking for long, for 4-hour time frame. Thank you. Yes, Dominic, you understood it very, very correctly. Pound Canadian dollar also was one of the best markets because of the Canadian dollar's weakness. We explained last week that after this bullish engulfing on the weekly chart, so weekly chart, direction, question mark, did we have a direction? Yes, the direction was an uptrend. Moving averages, they supported, and then price action. Do we have a reversal price action or a price action continuation for this purpose? And yes, we had this bullish engulfing price action. Perfect. So what are we doing from this point? Well, we are looking to go long. Where? On the 4-hour chart. If we want, we can do it on the hourly time frame, but then you need to develop more skills to do it on the hourly time frame. If you're going to trade on the hourly time frame, you have to trade each currency pair the time when it has the highest volatility, the peak volatility. Okay, if you live in Australia and you are trying to trade during the Asian session, the pound CAD, I'm sorry, but you're going to just take these trades here. You're going to take trades like this, trades like this. You will not take these trades. Okay, because it doesn't really move that often during the Asian trading session. And that's again, these are all accumulated knowledge that I want to teach you guys, but trust me, it's 12 years of knowledge. It cannot be given in 1 hour. Okay, so as I said, that was the only tradable opportunity here, bullish engulfing. How do I check the volatility? I don't use indicators. I just know the currencies. So the volatility on the USD Canadian dollar, it's going to be more intense during the New York session, not during the London session. Or the Euro US dollar, most of the times it's going to be more volatile during the New York session, not during the London session. But again, if we're going to go like our momentum trading that our traders, they send on a daily basis on our groups, because they send signals like 10 pips stop loss and 10 pips TP1 and then 20 pips TP1 and so on and so forth. The volatility on this one during the London session, it's more than enough to push the price just for 10 pips or something. Okay, it's not that it's not a problem on that one. I'm talking about the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so and especially for the beginner traders, you don't mix these two. What our traders on the signal group, on the signals they send every single day. Another questions. No problem, guys. This is your time here. You have to ask whatever you want. Sorry to ask, but I'm loving the way you explain it. Direction and price action on the weekly, and then 4-hour engulfing pattern for entrance. That's it. That's the holy grail in trading success. Support and resistance on weekly, correct? Absolutely. Oh my God. That's exactly what you need to trade. That's exactly how you want to trade. Absolutely. Fantastic. Fantastic. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I think it was one that I have on my watch list. Yes. So we want to keep looking for long positions, especially if this one, it's going to continue increasing. Okay. Next week, Australian dollar Kiwi, the price broke and closed above this major swing high. That was very crucial, to be honest. Okay, because it was very close to 1.10, this area here. So from next week, we want to, let's check these highs. So let's see if any false breakout will occur here. Again, the trend. Okay, let's do the chart on the 4-hour time frame. Here it's our trend. I'll use this one. If we plot the Fibonacci from here to there, we have 61.8 here. So let me show you where the levels. Yep, 61.8 here. There is a fair value gap at this point, or a fair value price. So we want this one to be filled at some extent. And if you want to plot, let's say, the 50 period moving average, it's just around the upward trend line. So we have a strong confluence here. Do you see that? Trend line, Fibonacci, the middle of the bullish, this called bullish Marubozu candle. And a bullish Marubozu candle, it has its majority of volume in the middle of the candle. Okay, just as an observation. We also have this swing high above here, and there is a lot of potential if the price moves downward and comes somewhere here, and a bullish engulfing candle occurs at this on this cross path, we're gonna have a high probability to take a long trade, to buy the market on the 4-hour time frame. Do you guys understand? Does it make sense? Aman said 4 hours seems a lot relaxing. Absolutely, absolutely. Mark said, thanks. Have you covered pound US dollar? I arrived late. Yes, Mark. Once we finish the webinar, you're going to go to the YouTube channel and instantly you're going to access it. It was the second currency pair. Beth asked, do you break even or let the operation work without interference? Sorry, what do you mean? I didn't get it. Do I break even? Do you mean if I drag my stop loss to the entry price to have a break even? Okay. I do it when I see the price. Let's say, let's find an example here. Or let's go back to the previous one that it was the trade we took last week. For example, 1 second. This one here. Yep. So this one here on the euro pound, I place an entry here and a stop loss above there. So once the price moved and it gave this reversal price action here, I didn't do anything. I let the trade. But once the price went here, I moved my stop loss underneath here. It was somewhere about 0.5 to 1 because it was such a large move here. And if the price for any reason was giving backwards 100% of the move, will have invalidate this trade. So at least I wanted to take something out of the trade. For me to move the stop loss to break even, or this one was another trade we took 2 weeks ago. So once this candle occurred on this one here, because the target was somewhere there and it didn't go triggered, yes, I moved the stop loss at break even point on this one. I think that was on Friday, something. Yeah, it was on Friday. Next one, New Zealand Canadian dollar. Is it with a double? Was that one with a double shooting starts? No. Guys, New Zealand Canadian dollar, it's very messy. I'm not that interested. Susanna said, I don't see screen. No. Guys, do you see my screen? Somebody says they don't see the screen, just in case. Yep. Susanna, I think it's something from your end because everybody's just putting yes on the comments. Australian dollar Swissy, here it's something that I prepare for you. Australian dollar Swissy, the price is approaching this resistance here around 0.61. So on the 4-hour time frame, there is a bearish engulfing order block. Okay, now for those who don't know what is a bearish engulfing order block, I will try to explain it next time. Or hopefully, if I'm going to put together the series of the educational series, you can, and you agree to participate, you can, you will learn all this stuff. So if the price comes here and get rejected, I want to see the price to break this swing low to change the market structure. And then I will be looking for short opportunities. I wouldn't go to take the reversal here on the 4-hour time frame. So it's something to keep an eye on. Maybe we're going to see some good moves next week. And I think the last one, yeah, it was this one, Canadian dollar Swissy. Here it's about, somebody asked about volatility and momentum. So if you ask me when I will trade the Canadian dollar Swissy, if I want to trade on the hourly time frame or on the 30-minute chart, I will go with the New York trading session because it's going to have the most volatility generally. And this for this currency pair, okay? So this is a pattern called descending triangle, and it has bearish implications. So if the price breaks below, it's going to come somewhere inside to retest, and I will go short from here. Okay, so I will sell on the 4-hour time frame. And pretty much that's it. And for crypto lovers, Bitcoin, what are you doing here? I just finished the analysis early this morning, which I'm going to send out tonight, and I was struggling here because the price was thinking, is it going to break or is it going to stay on Sunday? Because from Monday traders, they will be active. So, and it just fluctuates around this 60,400. It seems to be a good number. And you see how the bearish engulfing order block respected, and why I put it here and I didn't put it there or anywhere else. It's something that I teach you on the, I teach all my students actually about this stuff. It's not something it's mystic or I just don't say it, but it just take hours to explain the idea behind this and how you can trade it. Because for me to explain you something and then to leave you with a question mark, okay, Theo, how do we apply the knowledge? It's like failure. That's my main concern, that whatever I teach you, I need to make sure you can apply them. That's why I teach you this strategy weekly and 4-hour, because it's the simplest version of trading you can apply, and it's the most powerful, okay? Then if you want, I can teach you other stuff on the hourly time frame, but it requires a bit of market understanding and a bit of time frames understanding and a bit of currency correlation understanding. This is the reason traders fail, most of them, when they start trading, because for example, some informations they've been written about the stock market before 50 years, but this information primarily applies to the daily charts. Now, take the way you trade the daily charts to apply it on the hourly time frame or 15-minute chart, you're going to, traders fail drastically. It has a totally different, not only mindset and way of thinking, but also how the market operates on these time frames. Okay. So VT said, I'm on the free channel and considering joining VIP from tomorrow or tonight. I missed your analysis on gold. Would you mind quickly overview your plans for this week again? Thanks. Yeah, I can still go for another hour. No, I'm joking. VT, please visit Elevating Forex YouTube channel, and in 5 minutes, you're going to see this webinar uploaded there, and you can watch it as many times as you want. And the gold analysis is there somewhere in the middle. Okay. Marianne said, yes, teach us, please. Okay, we'll try to do that. So everyone, I think we have to end this webinar tonight. As always, we overstretch it, but it's very pleasant and I enjoy it. I hope so that you have a great time joining our webinars, your webinars actually, because we make them for you, these webinars. enjoy, you learn, and you are able to apply. I understand if you are new to trading or you just been here a couple of times, it's going to take time. Just stay here, be consistent. If you need to question what I teach you here, questions them, but first apply, make some questions, come back and ask me the questions, and that's how we're gonna, that's how we progress. Okay, so myself and the whole Elevating Forex team would like to say a very, very big thank you to everyone. And I hope that you had a great time. So, guys, have a fantastic day ahead and night ahead where you are in the world. And I will see you all on Sunday, same time. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.